Good Monday evening, Southwest Arkansas. Welcome back to Southwest Arkansas Weather. Let's talk about what's in store for today's video here on March the 24th, 2025. In today's video, we have an update on the wildfire danger. Thankfully, wind speed should be a little lower this week, so that may not be as big of a priority or big of a threat, but there's still some chances there. Once again, we're still really dry right now. But beneficial rainfall is on the way, and that's going to be what's in store for the rest of the spring break period. And severe weather chances are in store for this weekend. Let's talk a little bit about those as we get ready for the end of spring break later this weekend. Some severe weather chances will be in store for Saturday and Sunday. Sunday looks like to be the big day. That's just a brief overview. Make sure to stick around for all of these breakdowns and as we go over all these in depth here in just a few minutes. As always, make sure to check us out over here on YouTube, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, like and comment, and let us know where you're watching from. Have a good rest of your Monday. So let's talk a little bit about the wildfire danger and the dryness that we have. I know this week though the wildfire danger won't be extremely high. I know we still have burn bans in place for a lot of areas. One thing that's going to help us is not having that wind speed as high as the winds as high as what we did this past week. There is some beneficial rainfall coming soon into this weekend. We'll talk about that later on in the 6-day forecast. But as you can see, what we're looking at here is the 30-day total anomalies in inches. So this shows you if you're above average for precipitation or below average for precipitation for the average that we usually see. And that wind last week really helped dry us out. I know it doesn't look like it when you look outside and see grass. It's like we need to mow, but in terms of rainfall, we're still across southwest Arkansas. I know this is a wide area this is showing, but if you look across Arkansas, except far southeastern Arkansas, you're about 2.5 to 3, almost up to 4 inches below average in terms of rainfall across southwest Arkansas. So we are actually dry right now, and that has led to the Arkansas Forestry Department continuing that high risk for wildfire danger and the burn bans in place for a lot of those areas that we see. There's a few counties that don't have them in place, but we've had a lot of just dryness. That wind has helped dry us out even more last week. Now, some good news is we won't have that wind speed this week to really help fuel those fires, although I wouldn't recommend burning in places where you don't have a burn ban just because it's still dry. It doesn't look like it, but you still have dry conditions out there. But some beneficial rainfall is on the way the end of this week, and we'll talk about that in the 6-day forecast. But next up, we're going to talk about the severe weather potential coming this upcoming weekend. Stay weather aware, and as always, once again, we'll continue to keep you updated on all of the potential dangers or outlooks for in terms of weather as well. So taking a look at the severe weather threats for what's in store for Saturday and Sunday, we do have two risks in place. Saturday is going to be more overnight for us right now in southwest Arkansas, and then into the day on Sunday, we're going to have that chance severe weather as well. Sunday looks to be the stronger days out of this right now, but we still have a severe weather risk on Saturday. As you can see, remember, we're still 6 to 7 days out, so as we get closer to these risks, we'll get once you get to days 1 through 3, you get your marginal, your slight, your enhanced, your moderate, your high. Right now you have your slight and enhanced risk when you're days 4 through 8 out. That's the SPC's forecasting time frame. But when you get these this far out, that's a good indicator that, hey, there could be a chance of some severe weather. There's some signals there that show that that's some signs of some severe weather. So for Saturday, you can see we have that slight risk over northern and western Arkansas, all the way over eastern Oklahoma, up to eastern Kansas, most of Missouri, over to far western Illinois, and far southern Iowa there as well at this time. Then on Sunday, we have a big day 7 risk, and we can't even fit it all on this map, but you can see that slight risk for Sunday, the day that we're going to be watching closely, is going to be for the Arkansas area, eastern Oklahoma, eastern Texas, all of Louisiana, over to Mississippi, Alabama, portions of Georgia, over to Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, Illinois is further north there as well. So let's talk about the overall pattern and what we're seeing here with this. So what you're seeing right here is the 500 millibar level heights winds. This is from the ensemble, European ensemble. We're going to show you the European ensemble and the GFS ensemble, two different models that we use, but these ensembles, remember, are a good indicator just this far out to give us a general idea on what could potentially occur. Once again, what this 500 millibar level height wind is, this is about the middle upper atmosphere, and this is a pretty good indicator of your general overall pattern, your ridges, your troughs, your jet stream, and all this stuff. You have all of this kind of built into this area, and it's a good indicator of what we could potentially see. As you see here on the European model, it doesn't have near as strong of a trough here, which you can see these lines over here in Washington that go up. That's more of your ridge when those lines when that pressure, those are pressure lines there, those dark lines, straight lines, that's your pressure lines. And it kind of goes a little further, it goes more of a northern curve or a more of an upper curve, that's your ridge. But when you get down here, you have these little dips in those lines. That's a trough, and you have this flow over us here on the European model. This is for that Sunday afternoon, Sunday noon time frame, and then taking a look at the GFS same time frame for this on the GFS ensemble. You can see here's that ridge over the Washington northwestern portion of the U.S. And then as you go over here in the south, you have that dip, that trough, and then this little more notice of a flow here, of a kink in that flow, and that could bring us that our next big weather maker anyways in terms of that. Now we do have some more rain chances in store, but this is going to be the time frame that we're watching closely for that chance of severe weather. This system right here will be what we're watching closely. Now, you got to have that moisture. Looking at the European ensemble, we have that moisture in place not only for Saturday, but also Sunday. As you can see, a good indicator of this is those 60-degree dew points, and those go all the way into Arkansas, over to East Texas, down there into Louisiana there as well on the European. And then on the GFS, those also pretty much same general idea. You got some good agreement between the, right now on the moisture side of things for the ensembles, just in terms of really Texas area and Louisiana area, and up here in Arkansas. But that goes a little further north. We're going to keep an eye on that. But that's your moisture sector, one of your many pieces of your severe weather puzzle that you got to put together to get some chances of severe weather. Currently looking at the mixed CAPE values on the European ensemble, there's definitely some there. This shows about 1,000 joules of potential energy, 1,000 to 1,500 joules of potential energy there available. That's Sunday morning. Now, if we go further in the day on Sunday, those are actually increasing a little bit closer to that 2,000 level, so we'll have some CAPE and instability on store or your storm fuel. The GFS is a little around the same on that, shows that that there at a later time frame, 18Z on Sunday, but you can still see there's going to be, this is your surface-based CAPE, and this shows you that there's going to be some instability there as well. Now, once again, one last thing I want to take a look at. This is your 6-hour average lightning flash density, and this shows you that, hey, that there's some good indicator that there could be some thunderstorms, and, you know, some of that lightning there, some good high levels there between that 3 to 10 mark there across not only Arkansas, but up here in just really across this whole area down into eastern Texas, Louisiana, up into the Missouri, Illinois area, and stuff of that nature. So some good indicators that, hey, there's a chance of severe weather. Now, as we get closer, remember, we're going to break down more details. We're going to have more details as we get closer and we iron out those little things that we need to iron out. But we're going to continue to watch this upcoming weekend closely. I think Sunday is going to be Saturday is going to be Saturday night into Sunday. Now, Sunday is going to be the day that we're going to have to watch closely, and we're going to continue to keep a close eye on that and continue to keep you updated with the newest there as well. So, next up, we'll take a look at the 6-day forecast and show you what's in store for the rest of your spring break period. So let's take a look at what's in store for the next 6 days across southwest Arkansas. As you can see, this goes from the 25th, or Tuesday, all the way through Sunday the 30th there as well. And as you can see, we have a decently active period. Tuesday we have sunny skies. Highs are going to be in the upper 80s, near 85 degree, or in the mid 80s, near 85 degrees, and maybe just a few areas that reach the upper 80s potentially there as well. Overnight low is going to be in the mid 50s, 20% chance of some rain showers and maybe some storms overnight, but really mainly rain chance there. Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies on Wednesday. Highs going to be in the mid 70s, overnight lows in the lower 50s. 20% chance of rain mainly in the morning, but I will say that there could be some chances just as we go forward throughout the day there. Same thing on Thursday. Partly cloudy skies with highs in the upper 70s. A few areas could reach the lower 80s. Overnight lows in the mid 50s. 20% chance of some rain there. Then on Friday, rain chances in store with some thunderstorms. Highs in the lower 70s. A few upper 60s will be possible with overnight lows in the upper 50s. 60% chance some rain and thunderstorms as we go forward throughout that day there on there on Friday. And then if we take a look at Saturday, we're still watching that slight risk, that potential for some severe weather, mainly overnight with highs in the upper 70s, overnight lows in the upper 50s there as well. Then Sunday, we do have that slight risk in place once again for those thunderstorms. Highs going to be in the upper 70s and overnight lows in the 60s there with a 50% chance of some showers and storms. But real quickly, let's just take a look at what data is showing in terms of rainfall and show you what we're meaning. As always, we're going to be watching for those rain chances, and remember, this is just one model. It's not going to be exactly what happens, but it helps us get a general idea. This is the GFS model for this week. This shows starting tomorrow morning pretty much sunny skies, but you may have a few showers being a potential there really as we go into overnight there on Tuesday and into the morning there on Wednesday. But after that, don't have a whole lot. Maybe some more isolated scattered chances with just the period and pattern that we have coming in store there. Then on the 27th, you can see around 4 in that afternoon, rain chances really pick up there. And then on the 28th, they continue there throughout the day Friday. And then we may get a chance at some just isolated chances throughout the day on Saturday, but really the main focus is going to be as we go into that overnight time frame. And I know it doesn't show a whole lot. You got to remember, though, backing this up, this isn't super high resolution by any means. We're far out, so this is going to be lower resolution. You're not going to pick up on those specific storms. This just helps you give a general idea. But as you can see there, we go into Sunday morning, maybe watching for those chances of some severe storms. And as these potentially develop there, we will have to watch for that chance of some storms. Looking more high resolution at it as we go back up to the 18Z and we take a look really from about 6 p.m. Tonight through the day on Tuesday. You can see not a whole lot going on the next day or so until really that overnight time frame. Maybe some showers though in that, once again, maybe some showers potentially there on Tuesday around that afternoon time frame if that stays the same. But really going into that overnight time frame, you're going to have to watch for some showers, maybe some storms there overnight into the morning time frame there on Wednesday, and could have to watch for that rain potential. And just by observing this data, I may, just due to that training action, we'll have to see what happens with data, and we'll talk more about this tomorrow, but really want to pay close attention there on the 26th, throughout the day on the 26th, for our friends in southeast Oklahoma, northeast Texas. You notice that trailing period pattern of where all those showers and storms develop at. If that occurs, may have a flash flood potential there. But once again, I want to heed caution. I want to see some more data behind that. And we'll keep a close eye on that as we get closer. We'll have more information on that as well if that continues to be something that we need to pay close attention to. But that'll bring us to the end of today's Outlook. Once again, make sure to check us out over on Instagram, YouTube, here on Facebook, or over on Facebook and TikTok as well. Make sure to be following us on all those platforms. We have a bunch of different content that we post throughout the time or throughout the day. And as always, I want to say big thanks to Kevin for helping with the 6-day forecast. He has the 6-day forecast today, so that was his forecast that you've seen there. And I'm just forwarding that information to you. And as always, have a good rest of your Monday. I want to say a big thanks to all of our sponsors: Palmer's Roofing, J&S Auto Supply, Can Energy and Nutrition, Patterson's Credit Union, and Landmark Insurance Agency, Southern Dumpster Rentals, Fort Smith Therapy. I want to say big thanks to all of our sponsors. Make sure to check them out over on Facebook. And as always, have a good rest of your Monday. And thank you guys very much for trusting us right here with your source for all things Southwest Arkansas weather.